Hey, folks, welcome to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. I'm your host, Louis Carlin. We're heard right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me today. New Japan Pro Wrestling Summer Struggle in Nagoya. Big show took place earlier today. I just finished watching it. Two great single main events on the show. Some great matches, some not so great matches, but let's get into it. The main event was Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on Kenta. This was a terrific main event. Katsuyori Shibata came out before the match to do commentary, and I had a little feeling that Shibata was somehow going to get involved in the match, and I was right. But the match started. Kenta was stalling from the opening bell. He kept rolling out of the ring a few times. Then finally, Kenta and Tanahashi are on the outside, and when they're on the outside, Kenta actually gets in the face of Shibata and says a few words to him. Shibata takes his headphones off because he's doing commentary, stands up, and they have a little bit of a stare down there. But Kenta was controlling the match back inside the ring. Kenta mocks. It was funny part. Kenta was mocking Tanahashi's air guitar playing. Then finally, Tanahashi mounts a comeback and goes for Kenta's leg with a few dragon screw leg rips and a half crab. Kenta comes back with a DDT on the outside. Back inside the ring, Kenta hits a hesitation corner drop kick and top rope stomp on Tanahashi for two. Kenta tried to go to sleep, but Tanahashi turned it into another dragon screw leg whip. They went forearm for forearm, which Tanahashi got the better of. Lots of action in between. We get a ref bump. Red Shoes gets knocked out of the ring. Kenta rolls out of the ring, and he gets his old title match briefcase when he earned the shot at the IWGP US Championship. He was given a red briefcase. He's had that shot against Moxley, and it was unsuccessful for Kenta. But he still had that briefcase. It was all dented in and broken in. But he brought the briefcase into the ring, and he hit Tanahashi with it. And then Shibata rolls into the ring and stands in between Tanahashi and Kenta because Kenta was going to hit Tanahashi again, but Shibata prevented it. And I was marking out here. I love Shibata. As we know, Shibata unfortunately is unable to wrestle after a injury that he sustained in a match 2017, I think, against Okada. It was a brain injury, so he can't wrestle anymore. But it was great to see him in the ring. And Kenta went at him with the briefcase, but Shibata hit a big kick and knocked Kento right to the canvas. And then he rolled out of the ring and got Red Shoes, brought Red Shoes back into the ring and said something to Tanahashi. And then we had some great back and forth action between Tanahashi and Kenta. Tanahashi hit two sling blades, but Kenta hit a flying kick twice. He hit two flying kicks to the head of Tanahashi for two. Kenta tries for another go to sleep attempt, but Tanahashi is able to hit a snap suplex. Tanahashi then eventually hits his high fly flow for the win. So Hiroshi Tanahashi gets the victory here over Kenta, but it was great to see Shibata in the ring. I don't know if they're teasing a match between Shibata and Kenta. I don't think so because you as much as I would love to see Shibata back in the ring, his health comes first, and if he's not medically clear, then no, because he didn't take any bumps. He just hit a kick to Kenta. But it was great to see him back in the ring, and the fans were applauding it. The fans love to see him back in the ring. If he's able to wrestle again, I would love to see him back, but it doesn't appear that he'll be able to wrestle with that horrible brain injury that occurred in 2017. So his health comes first. But it was great to see Shibata back in the ring. But bottom line, the main event in this match, Hiroshi Tanahashi was victorious over Kenta, and Tanahashi said a few things after the match. And this was a really good match. Really enjoyed this one again. I love seeing Shibata back in the ring. We also another singles match was just spectacular. Tomohiro Ishii against Evil. I absolutely love Tomohiro Ishii. Any match he's in is an absolutely fantastic match, and this was no exception. This was just an absolutely tremendous match. They went at it right at the bell. Immediately, Ishii goes right at the Evil. Ishii was just destroying Evil early on as they're on the outside. And Dick Togo eventually interfered, and Evil was able to take advantage of that and take the match back into the ring and control the action. Um, Evil put back on the outside. They eventually ended up out on the outside, and Evil put a chair over Tomohiro Ishii's head, and then he knocked it off with a chair shot, which was looked really sick, really. But that was a great spot there. Um, they're back in the ring, and Ishii's able to mount the comeback, and he's just destroying Evil with chops in the corner. Evil's in the corner, and Ishii's just chopping the crap out of him. And I mean, he's not holding back. These are legitimate stiff shots that he's hitting Evil with. The Evil's able to come back after those stiff shots, and he hits a superflex for near fall. Dick Togo and Evil hit. Dick Togo comes in the ring. The ref was knocked down. Togo comes into the ring, and him and Evil hit a magic killer on Ishii for near fall. Ishii then comes back, hits his own superplex for a 2 count. Evil goes for Evil eventually went for Everything is Evil, his finishing move, but Ishii was able to block it, and he hit just a crazy headbutt, a stiff headbutt right in the face of Evil. And then Ishii hits a massive clothesline for 2. The referee goes down again. Yujiro Takahashi, Yujiro Takahashi comes into the ring, interferes, hits his version of the DDT on Tomohiro Ishii. Evil comes up, able to hit the Everything is Evil on Tomohiro Ishii and wins the match. So Evil is victorious over Tomohiro Ishii here in an absolutely spectacular match. Love this match from start to finish. I'm just giving you some of the highlights here, but this match was just fantastic. Lots of stiff shots from Ishii, lots of great stuff from Evil here. Dick Togo interfering. Yujiro Takahashi interfering at the end. Didn't kind of like that, but I guess they had to give Evil the win and didn't want to make it clean. So Tomohiro Ishii unfortunately loses here to Evil, and like I said, a spectacular match between the two. We had 3 other matches on the show. And match 4 was Masa Wato and Tomoaki Honma against Shingo Takagi, the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, and Bushi. Now, this was supposed to be Masa Wato and Kota Ibushi, but unfortunately, Kota Ibushi is out with the illness, and he was pulled from the card today. So it was Masa Wato and Tomoaki Honma versus Shingo Takagi Bushi. And this was a very, very good match because of Masa Wato. Masa Wato was just fantastic. He handled the bulk of the match for his team. He was phenomenal, in my opinion, in the match. He took the loss. He took the pinfall loss to Shingo Takagi at the end. But Masa Wato was just fantastic. Absolutely loved his work in this one. And he's definitely on his way to becoming a star in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But Masa Wato really proved the point here and show that he really is he's on his way to becoming a top talent. But Shingo Takagi and Bushi defeat Masa Wato and Honma in this one. Another match was Kazuchika Okada and Toru Yano against Great Khan and Jeff Cobb. Not a fan of Toru Yano. I'm sorry. There might be people out there that might be fans of Toru Yano that might not like me saying that, but just not a fan of Toru Yano. He comes in the ring, he's yelling, does his shtick, goes right for the turnbuckle pads, pull the turnbuckle pads off. He does it in every match. This match was really about Kazuchika Okada and Jeff Cobb. They have a one-on-one match coming up, Wrestle Grand Slam tomorrow. So this is what the match was about. But they had interaction, Cobb and Okada, and it's going to be a terrific match. But there was too much Yano in this match. I kind of wish that this match was Kazuchika Okada and Hiroki Goto against Great Okada and Jeff Cobb. That would have been put Toru Yano. There was this 8-man match. They should have maybe put Toru Yano in that 8-man match. And but the ending of this match was dumb. It was dumb. Great Okada and Yano are outside the ring. The count is going. Yano handcuffs Khan to the outside, and Great Khan gets counted out. I didn't care for it. I didn't care for the end. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Toru Yano. But yeah, so Kazuchika Okada, Toru Yano wins the match by countout because Toru Yano handcuffs Great Khan to the outside. But Cobb versus Okada, they went at it after the match, and that's going to be a great match tomorrow at Wrestle Grand Slam. Kazuchika Okada, one-on-one with Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb, they're building up to be a monster, and I can't wait for that one. But overall, I wasn't a fan of this match. Wasn't a fan of this one at all. We had two other matches: Yoshihashi, Hiroko Goto, Rocky Romero, Rasuke Taguchi against Jado, Yujiro Takahashi, El Phantasmo, Taiji Ishimori. Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori are the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Tag Team Champions. And Rocky Romero and Taguchi have a shot tomorrow at Wrestle Grand Slam. Besides El Phantasmo's great entrance music, this match was okay. Nothing special about this match. Nothing special at all. It ended. Taguchi tapped out Jado. I knew Jado. Whenever Jado's in a match, it's usually he's taking the pinfall loss or he's gonna submit. And Taguchi tapped out Jado with an ankle lock. Match was okay. Nothing special. Don't really need to talk about it. Rocky at the end of the match, Phantasmo and Ishimori ran in and went after Romero and Taguchi, but it was a quick exchange. Nothing really happened in this match that makes me say, "Oh wow, I can't wait for Rocky Romero and Taguchi going after the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles tomorrow against Phantasmo and Ishimori." The build here wasn't so great. Not really interested. Nothing besides El Phantasmo's great entrance music. I'm not really interested in that match. And this, I said, was an okay match. Nothing special. The first match was really good. The opening match, El Desperado, Dookie, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru against Shoyo and Robbie Eagles. Robbie Eagles gets a shot at the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion El Desperado tomorrow at Wrestle Grand Slam. And this was a great match. Great opening match. It ended with Robbie Eagles getting a pinfall victory over Desperado. He pinned Desperado to win the match, and that instantly gives Eagles credibility for tomorrow's title match. It makes you think that Eagles has a shot at beating Desperado. And Show was actually Show. Let's talk about Show for a second. Show is an absolute star who deserves a big push. He was great in this match, but the story here was Robbie Eagles pinning El Desperado to win the match, and afterwards Desperado goes after Robbie Eagles' leg. He hits he puts a chair over Eagles' leg while Eagles is down, and he hits the chair with another chair, and Robbie Eagles had to be helped to the back by Show and Yo. So Desperado going after that leg, Eagles getting a pinfall victory. I'm very interested. See, this is the way to build a match, not like that 8-man tag that I was just talking about a few moments ago. But this is the way to build the match for tomorrow. Eagles getting a win over Desperado. Now you're thinking, oh my God, Eagles has a shot. He's hurt. He's coming into the match. He still has an opportunity, and he still has a shot. He beat Desperado last night, and he could do it again tomorrow at Wrestle Grand Slam. So that's the way to build the match. But again, great opening match. And yeah, that was Summer Struggle in Nagoya. Had some great matches, had some not so great matches. But Wrestle Grand Slam is tomorrow. So here's the card for Wrestle Grand Slam. It's going to be, whoops. Let me pull up this match here. So the opening match is a KOPW 2021 match, a New Japan Rambo with handcuffs. I know Toru Yano is involved. I guess that's why we saw handcuffs in the tag team match during the Summer Struggle show. But anyway, we don't need this. I don't even know who's involved in that match. I'm not really interested in that one. But yeah, first match is the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match. Rocky Romero and Rasuke Taguchi against El Phantasmo, Taiji Ishimori, the champions. Then the second match, as I mentioned, IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Robbie Eagles against the champion El Desperado. Third match, special single match, Kazuchika Okada against Jeff Cobb. And then we have the IWGP Tag Team Championship on the line as the champions Shibata and Tetsuya Naito taking on Zack Sabre Jr. and Tai Chi. And the main event, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. They're still saying Kota Ibushi. I know Kota Ibushi's been pulled from matches due to illness, but they're still saying it's Kota Ibushi getting the shots at the champion Shingo Takagi. So that match is still on. Not sure if it's going to fully happen. I'm keeping an eye on any updates or anything. But as of right now, the main event is Shingo Takagi defending the IWGP Junior, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against Kota Ibushi tomorrow night at Wrestle Grand Slam at the Tokyo Dome. Should be, if the match happens, and I hope, and I bet again, if he's not able to compete, his health comes first. But that's one match that I'm waiting for. The whole show seems to be, with the exception of the opening match, with the exception of the KOPW 2021 match and the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team match, the rest of the show seems to be very, very, very good. And they could prove me wrong. It could be a great IWGP Junior Heavyweight title match. I just don't like Taguchi and all the comedy that's involved. But hey, no, I'm going to give the match an opportunity. So let's see how the match. It could be a great show from start to finish, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm looking forward to this. Can't wait for this show tomorrow. But on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for listening to me today. I'm Lewis Carlin. This is the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. Until next time, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.